G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a furious 50 caliber machine gun with bullets exploding for area damage and 25% less action points to be used when using this thing in VATS per bullet. So a VATS-centric 50 caliber machine gun with plenty of explosive punch is what I'm reading from this, and we're going to set up our perks accordingly. So taking a look at this thing, unspec'd 58 damage when compared to something like a bloodied one. No, none of the bloodied bonuses are activated now. 48 damage, so yeah, we get 10 more damage from those explosive bullets, which is pretty good, I guess, and that'll obviously upgrade in proportion, or more in proportion, you know, when we chuck on some perks as well as Demolition Expert. So let's go ahead and do that. So our perk lineup is kind of what we had the other time when I was doing a bloodied explosive minigun. We've got Pain Train once again. Probably might switch that out for something that'll benefit me more when it comes to longer ranges, maybe something that'll give me faster reloads, because if I'm not up in enemies' faces, then Pain Train is kind of useless. Bloody hell, Bethesda, this needs to be fixed. And of course, we're going to be chucking on Demo Expert. There it is. And Bloody Mess comes on too. Okay, so VATS-centric perks here. We've got Concentrated Fire, so if we want to zero in on a target or a limb, we can easily do that. We've got Action Girl to regenerate our AP faster. Gun Fu to keep that VATS train going. If we've got lots of targets lined up at once, then we can easily just drop them all pretty quickly. One Gun Army because Serendipity doesn't work, and we're not really running a bloody build anyway because we've got Born Survivor. Obviously, Stabilize and Pain Train are for use in Power Armor, so we'll jump in that. But before we do that, we get 117 damage out of this thing when compared to only 88. So there you go, it's a huge increase now. Alrighty, let's start off with some Ghoul slaughter, shall we? So here's what we look like in our black painted power armor with red accents. It's awesome, although the red clashes with the green of this thing. So, you know, if Bethesda wants to make a blackbird paint for our machine guns, I feel like that'd be a good idea. Now, I'm noticing how this thing doesn't seem to be increasing damage per hit on a target. We'll have to check that out later, but okay, it does. It's very subtle, but it definitely happens. So what we can do with this thing is, since it's got such a high mag capacity, we're kind of right to just lure them all out. And what I want to do is just sort of hold them at a choke point, right? We'll just chuck some explosive damage their way just to get them up and about. And with that, we can wake up the whole bloody lot of them, hopefully. Maybe we'll jump downstairs, because I want to have a big old finale where I just destroy everyone. And here we go. Some more ghoulies down here. Yep, that's got them aggroed. The boss appears to be already dead, but whatever. And we've got 195 bullets. Had my finger on the reload button, but honestly, don't need it. And we can easily knock that dude out of the way. Open fire now. And with that, we're just about done. Only one more ghoulie left. I wonder where he's got himself to. Probably stuck down here somewhere. But yeah, that's the kind of things you can do with a machine gun that has a big old mag capacity like that. Wait, is it just a dude in here? Wait, who am I missing? Who is it? Oh, wait, what? Where'd you come from? Okay, you've given me radworms, which is annoying, but... oh, there you are. Okay, I must have gone on the wrong floor. Okay, so as you can tell, very effective crowd control weapon, and that reload is slow, so I'm glad that I could do that without, you know, using every single one of my little bullets from that mag. But yeah, that was a whole lot of fun to do, and I even got an Assassin's Cultist dagger, which is also a furious 50 cal machine gun. Hey, that looks familiar, right? Okay, we'll move on to something else. Oh, look who it is who's just sitting there doing fuck all. Yeah, of course. Okay, time for science. Let's see if Furious does work with explosive, eh? So we'll just shoot him in the noggin. Okay, 63 and 21. 63, 21. 63, 21. 126, 21. 62. 62. 62. 62. Ah, interesting. But what if I was to do this? 62. 66. 75, 84, 93, 102, 102, 102, 102. Looks like we've reached the max. Oh, would you believe that Furious does work with explosive? Take that, all of you plebs spreading misinformation. But the misinformation was probably caused by that bug you just saw. So really, nobody's to blame here except for Bethesda. Fuck 'em. Also, special thanks to Swan for lending us a hand in today's science demonstration. Okay, time to use this thing in VATS a little bit, right? See if we can't get some good old action point hits, and okay, that was still kind of quick. Okay, so we've got to make sure we get those hits on the guys before we, you know, make... Yeah, okay, I don't think it's a particularly good VATS weapon. Honestly, if you've got a 2-star version of this, I wouldn't bother changing it because... I mean, it's not going to do all that much, and probably chucking on 2 ranks of gun fu is completely useless because it's not going to help us whatsoever. But it looks like we can hit these guys and kill them with enough damage, you know, regardless of whatever shortcomings this thing has in VATS, which can be useful sometimes, I guess against a big target which you've already got a decent chance to hit before you get started on killing any other things. But honestly, as a VATS weapon, none of the heavy guns are good, but, you know, at least it's a little bit better than a minigun, I guess. Okay, perhaps it's my fault that this thing doesn't work well with VATS, because I'm always targeting the head, and you need to be very precise for that. So if I just shift down to the torso, that might be a little bit better at taking out my enemies, because I've got the damage to back myself up, right? So I'm thinking if I do that, although some luck perks would definitely help. Grim Reaper Sprint, yeah, that's gonna help for sure. But we'll just keep that in mind as we go Scorch Beast hunting. I might as well hold down the critical button so make sure I get those criticals as they come along. But doing that jetpack, all of those over those explosive projectiles is not a good idea. No, don't reload it. See, I'm too used to playing Stealth Commando, and you have a little bit of a reload when you've got an opportunity because it's nice and quick, but not on this particular weapon. Alright, so it looks like we've got the twofer. None of them are level 80 Scorch Beast, so that's fine. He's going to drop down on the ground, which means we'll go for some criticals in the head. Yeah. If you can make a good use out of what action points you can get to get some quick criticals, I think you can make use out of that tertiary effect. But for the most part, you can probably get away with just using this thing's inherent legendary effects alone. And by the way, this thing's damage probably at 60% now, and a lot of adrenal reaction, you know, factored into that as well, as I just finish off whatever gun zombies are around me. Where are you? There you are. And that's us healed, so we're going to lose a little bit of damage from that. 209, which is pretty solid, I suppose. Yeah, it's good stuff. So we'll keep on moving here, and we'll take out old mate over here. See if we can't get this one to spawn. Not today, Zerg. But that's okay. We've already killed enough of these bastards already, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. Maybe I'll come around. Oh wait. I don't have the sound up too loud. I thought my power armor stomping was the dude crawling out of his dirty, dank little hole, but nope, we're fine. Okay, we'll move on to some super mutants then. Alright, here we are outside of Super Mutant Place, and I realize I haven't shown you my buffs. Well, I ate some doggos, and I've got that, and those are my, mutations, and I've got a jetpack and calibrated shocks and VATS on my, headpiece there, so, you know, not too much going on here, but it's going to be a lot of killing of super mutants. That's really what's going on here. So we'll find their torsos, hit them up in VATS a little bit, see if we can't inject a little bit of stealth into our 50 BMG shooting machine gun. No, I don't think it would work like that, eh? And by the way, if I was firing 50 BMGs at these guys, I wouldn't expect them to go and survive that many shots. I get that they're super mutants, they're big, tall men who, you know, can take a lot of bullets. Sure, I get that. And, ooh, we didn't quite outpace his health regen. I stopped shooting at him because I thought he was dead. Anyways, regardless of that, I still think a 50 would rip them several new assholes if you were able to, you know, shoot him with it. Also, nice. Or at least it's a light, right? At least it's a light thing. It's not a one-star thing. Okay, well, again, having a look at that damage, doing, let's have a look. Let's have a little bit of an investigation. 213, so we managed to get a little bit more damage than we were against those Scorched a little bit earlier. It'd be interesting to see what, you know, probabilistics experts would say this thing would do in terms of damage when you know, give it in, you know, have it proportional to, let's say, a 5.56. Okay, you've got a 5.56 doing 100 damage. Well, you take the force of a 50 cal hitting you, which is mass time acceleration, right? And you put that into damage. So if a 5.56 is hitting you this hard at this speed with this mass, the 50 would be doing heaps more damage, probably double. I don't really know, but it'd be interesting to see what people actually can make out of that. Who knows? Alrighty, so Pain Train has been sitting in my perk card slots, just being fucking useless up until this point. So let's see if we can't get some use out of this, eh? Even though I've got no trouble of actually avoiding these guys right now. I only use it when I'm, need to knock something down or can't exactly marsupial jump my way out of trouble here. Like that fella there. What I'll do is I'll take out these guys and then stagger him once more. Or not. It doesn't really matter if I don't. And then kill him. Now I will go and kill these guys. And like the other heavy guns in this game, you get that little bit of an aiming dot, which means it's easy to hit targets rather than, use your own skill or put a bit of blue tack in the middle of the screen to give you a point of reference of where it's aiming. But I guess it's a nice thing. I mean, in Nuclear Winter, it makes sense because other people are already going to have that reference, and, going up PvP where the balance has been refined and where it should be, not having the ability to aim on your first shots could be very detrimental to the use of... Hey, it's actually a swing speed Knuckles. Interesting. Too bad the prefix is bad, to be honest. And we can just basically ignore this dogger. I'm pretty sure we ragdoll him, don't we? No, it's just a stagger. So you don't exactly ragdoll things anymore. There we go. There's a nice use of Pain Train. It's been lying dormant for far too long, and I'm glad to finally get it out there. And what I want to do now is sort of stay around this health, because you'll notice that the damage has really picked up since Adrenal Reaction is doing its thing, and just have a little bit peek of that. Okay, maybe not. We're only getting 3 more damage than we had before. Hello, Super Mutant with a minigun. I'll take you out. Now, maintaining this health level should be easy enough because, I mean, obviously... Ooh, I was missing those shots. Need to reel that in a little bit. Yes, because we're big and tanky. We've got lots of damage resistance points to our name, so, hey, I wonder if it triggers in here as well. Ooh, I managed to unglitch the bugged room. And now, when you're stuck between 2 super mutants, just Pain Train your way out, and we've actually shot ourselves there and almost gotten ourselves killed. So luckily I wasn't a little bit more trigger happy. And did he actually die? Sometimes they finish their sentence and they make their death scream noise, which is weird. It really throws me off sometimes, because one of them will just be muttering to himself, and next thing I'll hit behind me, and then the super mutant's already dead, so I was like, huh, who the fuck's that? Anyways, we'll bust into this room, and we've only got 49 bullets. Yes, there's someone there. You should probably be a little bit more perceptive. Alright, allow me to reload. You can check your Facebook feeds, because it does take a while. Ow. Oh, look, it's another 3-star. Let's see if he can give us something better than Zealot Swing Speed Knuckles. And this time we're not going to let him regenerate his health. Anti-armor Knuckles. Oh, not even swing speed either. I would have laughed. What is it with this place and Knuckles today? Maybe it's because I've shot Swan's hand off and the game is just being super ironic. Maybe that's the reason. Bullet Shield would be a nice thing in here. If I didn't... I think I've got 1 rank of that. So, we're getting a little bit of extra resistance when we're holding down the trigger, which is nice, but nothing too great, to be honest. And the good thing about using a big old machine gun like this is we don't have to go chase super mutants down after we're done with the main lot of them, because they're not going to be bumming around the rooms if I'm drawing them out firing this big old machine gun here, which I don't think it just doesn't sound powerful enough. It should, they should look for the Battlefield games, right? How they've got the 50 cals on the back of the buggies. If they made them sound like that, oh mate, it would be great. Also, what is this event outside my thing? I think that's just Uranium Fever, just being an idiot. And then we're probably done. I like how it was in pieces and he said this is what death looks like up close. I mean, it kind of worked in that situation, so good on you, Super Mutant. And introducing you to the Train Yard Smash, today we've got more Super Mutants, just in case you weren't bored of seeing these guys bite it by the hundreds already. And we've got 2, 3 legendaries. Okay, I found myself a legendary server on this occasion, so you bet your ass I'm going to be sticking around farming here for a while. I'm almost near script cap for today anyway, but no use on wasting these legendaries. There we go. There's some nice bullet, action there. It's a Junkie's Flamer, and I picked up 9 missiles. Guess what? That is going straight into the script bin. No, thank you. Alright, who have we got left at this point? Seems to be no lads over here. Back into hidden, which, makes me think that the last couple will be in this room, eh? And nope. Okay, it was only a little bit of a squad of legendary super mutants, but now they're dead. And I think that is about it for the Furious Explosive less VATS cost 50 cal for what that's worth. That tertiary effect, honestly, would probably prefer something like Whalus, but it's nice in some situations, but you don't really get too much use out of it. If you'd like to see this particular weapon that I've got in my hands in your game, hit me up. Give me offers. I don't want caps, I want offers. Give me something interesting. Thank you very much for watching, guys.